What is it about you? Why do you think freedom is important, choice is important, or even let's put that aside. Why do you think truth is important? Why were you so offended by the idea that the media weren't being honest to you when you watched those reports and you went, hang on, I don't feel like you're telling me the truth here? Why did you feel that way? Because there's a lot of people that don't. There's a lot of people that just swallow it. What is it about you, your upbringing, your faith, your childhood, your schooling? Can you pinpoint anything that actually might be the source of that?
Yeah, I probably can't pinpoint any particular thing, but just overall, like, for me, it's not so much about what the government's trying to institute, for instance. It's the manner in which they do it. So if they want to institute, as an example, mandatory vaccination, if they're being upfront, people being transparent and being level with people and actually telling them, like, this is why we're doing this and this is the legal reasoning, this is the backing, this and that. That's very different to the government doing something and not telling people why they're doing something.
Yeah,
so
and not being honest about what they're doing.
And not being honest. So in between that space of them, in those two descriptions that I gave, there is a truth there, and it's that kind of truth that can actually make either change, make a difference, or actually allow people to have those discussions and have those debates. Because if you just demonize a group of people, if you just demonize a section of your community, let's say it's 10% of in Victoria who are for these protests or whatever it is, just as a number. If the only way that if the only way as a government and as leadership and the media you approach those people is just to demonize them and to devalue what they're saying, then as a society we've already lost at that point, because there's something going on there that shouldn't be happening in a country like Australia, right? But if you could actually hear those people, humanize them, listen to them, and actually really hear what they're saying, even if it doesn't go the way of what they want, even if it doesn't achieve the goals that they want with these protests, whatever it is, it's important that that discussion is actually had in an open and transparent manner. And I think governments, you see it all the time. You see Daniel Andrews get up there and, I don't even know what they're protesting about. That is the worst kind of leadership that you could have. No, I'm serious. That's the kind of crap you see in, like, in the third world, in parts of the world where there is actual dictatorships and there is poor leadership and authoritarians that behave in this manner. And it's not so much what saying, what are they protesting about? An authoritarian goes, well, I don't care what they're protesting about. Daniel Andrews is on the edge of saying that. He doesn't realize, but he's on the edge of saying that. Doesn't matter what these people are saying, what they're doing. I don't even want to know what they're doing. And that is very, very dangerous and poor leadership in a country, in a Western liberal democracy, in a country like Australia. And I think for me, that truth is just allowing those voices to be heard, allowing those discussions to happen. And then, from that, the outcome that comes from that is more pure than the outcome that you get from just, politicians just having their way without being challenged.
Yeah. I have nothing to add. That exactly.